Every right answer is worth 10 points. I give money away to any perfect paper. Okay? So far, my money been safe.
Y'all make him pull that wallet out.
Here we go. What is APR? Okay, I see you did answer that one. Give me your first name again, please. Denitra. Tell everybody, what is APR?
Actual percentage rate?
Wrong.
Annual?
Annual percentage rate. Okay? APR, annual percentage rate. Your paper show for what is PITI?
I don't have a paper, but I know what it is.
Okay, go ahead.
I think it's payment, interest, tax, and insurance. Principal.
Okay, here's what it is. It's principal, which is the payback of your mortgage. The amount you put back on the mortgage is called the principal payback. Principal, and then the mortgage makes money, and that's what's called the interest. The county got to get its taxes, and then you have to have the house insured. So principal, interest, taxes, insurance. PITI. That makes up a whole house payment. So when she was presenting tonight, she says my total mortgage payment is $1,000 some odd dollars, but she's talking about also inclusive in that is the taxes and the insurance in that payment. And you never want to get a mortgage that only allows you to pay the principal and the interest only. Because what'll happen is, y'all know what'll happen in that situation?
Yeah.
You've been in too many classes, you can't answer. Once a year, the county taxes is all due at one time. And that might be $2,000 or $3,000. Or the insurance premium is due at one time. That might be $1,200. So instead of paying that all in one lump sum, you pay 1/12 of the cost each month, so that you're not having to do that. Ms. Glory, did you have a PITI? Did you have a PI only kind of loan? Do you know?
I think everything was in there.
Everything is included in your papers? Good, very good. Okay,
May I ask?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
What if you budget? If you budget for that?
For the people who can budget, yes. The best way is to have it in the payment. The next best way is somebody who can budget. The bad thing about that is, because you already told me you'll be weak for any calls from the family and members and what have you, the budget might get tapped before November, because it's always, most of the time it's due in November. And then if you've already spent it, now you owe the tax bill and you don't have the money to pay it. And they will then turn and charge you late fees and interest on that late taxes. What is an ARM, Miss Valerie? What's an ARM? Either on that paper or out of your head. Somebody who, one of the new people. No? Nobody? Okay. Come on, Felicia, help them out.
Adjustable rate mortgage.
Adjustable rate mortgage. You have two basic kind of mortgages out here: a fixed rate mortgage and an adjustable rate mortgage. We don't want you to ever apply for an adjustable rate mortgage. The only kind of mortgage you need to apply for as a first-time home buyer is a fixed rate mortgage. It gives you safety into the future. The people who are struggling with foreclosures out here right now signed for adjustables that was low when they signed up, and now the payments have gone up, and it's beyond their heads, their financial head to keep it. So you never sign for an adjustable. Walk away if you have to. I've done that. I was buying a rental property, and the lady told me it was going to be a fixed rate loan until we got to the closing table. You know what they do for you? They switch and bait on you. Y'all heard switch and bait, right? Okay, she baited me with the idea that I was going to get a fix. And when I got to the closing table, she switched it to an ARM. She told me, well, we don't give investors loans on a fixed rate. We only give you an adjustable. I said, well, I was about to digest that one. I'm like, okay, we come all over this way. I done paid for the appraisals. I done did the inspections. And it's a little embarrassing to walk away from the table. I said, well, can I prepay? Oh, she says, oh, no, it's going to have a prepayment penalty to it, too. You got to keep this loan for 3 years or more. I said, get my stuff and get out of here. I lost $500 that day. And because I walked away on all of those costs I had already spent on that property. But guess who told me she didn't think it was a good deal? And I kept doing it anyhow. Guess who told me that? It's something about women just get an intuition, an insight. Y'all see it when we can't see it, but we then don't want you to keep a black man down, so I'm going to go bullheaded into it anyhow. And then I heard her giving me all of these crazy terms. Well, now she's finna give me a bad loan, which means in most cases I'm going to lose the property anyway. So I walked away, $500 lost, and a lot of conversation with my wife on the way home and many days afterwards, but I didn't lose no more money. Okay? She's not here tonight to defend herself or to confirm. What is title insurance? Now, I want to tell you, anybody knows? Anybody? Any new people? Okay, let me tell you. Nothing on those papers? Nobody got anything written down? Okay. Title insurance, just like it sounds. Okay, give me your first name again. Geneva. Geneva wants to sell me her family property. She's got 2 sisters and brothers. She sells it to me without their signature. She takes the check and did what with it? Cashed it. They find out, they come after me because they see me in the family house saying, what you doing in there? I bought it from your sister. The title insurance will protect me from them. It will make sure that the title is clear, and when they find that Geneva doesn't have all of the necessary signatures, they won't approve the deal. Because they say, hey, there's 2 other people on this deed that hasn't signed on the contract. Never try to buy a property without title insurance, because otherwise the seller could be selling you something that they don't even own outright enough to sell it to you, or that they got some child support liens on them, an IRS liens on them that they didn't tell you about, that was attached to the house, and those attachments won't leave the house. But title insurance will tell you that there are liens and that they have to be paid off before the seller can get their check. So you see the power of that thing? You don't know it exists? You think the seller going to tell you about it? No. You must request it. Most cases, banks going to make you have to have it. What is equity? Equity. Anybody know? Here's a house. It costs $100,000. House. In year 2010. But by year 2015, 5 years from now, it's worth more. Let's say it's worth 150. Goes up 50%. The difference between the 100 you paid and the new value of 150 is called the equity in the house. I'm teaching you now, even though if you don't have a paper that says all this, I'm trying to teach this to you so that you get this. Equity can be positive. Equity can also be flat, whereas I paid 100 and 5 years later it's just worth 100. Now let me tell you a situation that a client brought to me today. He paid $116,000 for a condominium in Tampa in 2006. His neighbors are now selling their condos for $20,000. What's his equity now? His equity is upside down. He got a tax notice from the county saying the assessed value on his condo was $20,000.
Wow.
He paid $116,000 in 2006.
Oh.
Ouch! He was asking me for advice. What should I do? Should I walk away from the house? Should I, and all that kind of stuff. So we just had. But you all can see his equity is what? Upside down. We call that negative equity.